I think that for me, from this whole conversation that we've been having, is the real issue. Like everything is kind of happening in isolation, and I think as someone who's a bit of a policy geek myself, I find that policies always work best when they're interconnected, right? If we're walking towards a goal, we need multiple policies which all complement each other rather than, like you were talking about, the BS6 standards that came in, and then we just increase the number of vehicles, which negated, each other in a way. So, we need better interconnectedness between our policies. We need better long term planning.
NCAP was an attempt to that. If you look at NCAP as a document, it is nothing more than compiling all different efforts which results into air pollution rate. And it's a really nice document which says that air pollution comes from every source. We have to reduce every source. It doesn't only happen within the cities; it happens outside. We have to take an airside based approach and all those things.
For our viewers, can you just explain what an airshed is?
Airside is let's do it with an example. So Delhi is polluted. We all know that. But even if we reduce or stop everything in Delhi, particularly during the winter times, any time apart from monsoons, the pollution level in Delhi will still be high. And you have stopped everything. Why do we still have high air pollution level in Delhi? And that is because when the wind blows, it doesn't recognize any administrative or political boundaries. It blows over country borders, state borders, city borders, and everything. So whatever happens in the region around impacts air quality at a place. Now you cannot describe ASAT being a 100-kilometer radius of a city or 200-kilometer radius of a city. That varies. That varies based on the geographical formations of the region, based on the meteorology of the region, and varies from months to months. But typically, on an average, we can delineate an ASAT. For example, Delhi's ASAT is assumed to be around 300 to 400 kilometers, which includes Haryana, Punjab, parts of UP, and Rajasthan as well. Rajasthan, because we have Rauli only when the dust storms come during summertime, impacts more. But during the winter time, we know that everybody talks about story one important pollution coming because the wind is coming from Haryana, Punjab side, slow moving wind that brings pollution from Punjab as well. So air is a hypothetical boundary of a region around a particular city or geography which impacts the air quality in that region, and that is governed by the geographical location and positioning or features of the region as well as the meteorology. And that is like if we have to really reduce air pollution levels, our actions have to move beyond the city limits. Under national cleaner, as I mentioned, like it was supposed to have a research based approach, but what sadly happened was under NCAP we made city level action plans, and in all the or most of the city level action plans, most of the action stops at the municipal corporation boundary of the city because these action plans are coordinated by the municipal corporations. But we all know that most of the industries, brick kilns, power plants, other industries are located just outside the person boundaries, and there is no regulation on that. So, though NCAP National Clean Air Program initially when it came, it had all lot of good parts, but only parts of both that got implemented, and a lot of really good things were left apart. It was also, as I mentioned, a compilation of different policies. Ujjwala scheme reduces air pollution at the household level was part of NCAP. The FAME scheme of providing electric buses to cities was a part of this. BS6 norms, which was announced before that, was again part of this. Afforestation, city greening, and city forestation were part of this. Swachh Bharat mission, which was already a plan,
Yeah.
was a part of this. So it was an attempt to bring everything together. And even when you look at, it's not just the NCAP money given by the Ministry of Environment and Forest or 15 finance commission grants which are going to enter cities, these non-attendant cities, which is helping to reduce air pollution level, but it is the culmination of all the funding sources which comes from different central or state programs, which also it's utilized to reduce air pollution. And that is why if a city is only getting 10 crores to reduce air pollution level from 15 Finance Commission or MOFCC, it's not just that 10 crore which is used to reduce air pollution level. There is a lot more money available from different programs, and all that comes together to reduce air pollution. Sadly, all of that was thought in a cleanup wrong, but nobody talks about it now, and it didn't happen that way.
Why is that? Why do you believe that is?
So that's a bit complicated. There are yeah, it's very complicated, but a key role is played by the intent not just of the politicians, policymakers, or the administration, but also of the industrial sectors. A lot of different lobby groups, and also I feel how we all researchers and analysts like me, other research organizations, campaigning organizations, and even media. We when NCAP was coming, there were really good discussions happening. Sadly, COVID came in,
Uh-huh.
cleaned everything,
And
and
disrupted that whole conversation.
yeah, the conversations stopped. The depth of the conversation changed, and then we just start responding to what was said by the government or what was what whatever data we got in public domains, and those in-depth discussions, actions, narrative building, and everything took a little bit of backseat. So it's a combination of uh, or it's a lack of everybody playing their role, including the citizens, the researchers, research institutions, civil society, the administration, media, and policymakers. Though everybody is doing their part, but we all could have done it a little better,
And a little earlier, perhaps.
a little much more.
Not really.